Howdy! Are you ready to create, share, spread joy by making creations that are a reflection of you? If so, stay tuned to be inspired. Alright, today I want to show you a fun technique that you can use, and I'm actually going to use a block stamp. This is my favorite block stamp, so I thought this would be fun to use. You can also use this with your Misty and clear stamps. I just wanted to give my block stamp some love today. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm making a thank you card for a man, and I wanted to use this image because it's neutral, it's not really girly looking, and I thought, well, why don't I do something creative and fun? So I'll be using this unicorn pigment ink first, and then I will use Hero Arts ombre for this. So we're going to kind of make a shadow, and I'm going to call this a shadow thank you card, and I'm going to ink up my block stamp. Now what I did is I took my Misty mat, and I'm going to use that as my stamping mat, and I'm going to make the card in this direction because I like how this will look, and I'm going to do it off here to the left side. So I'm going to take and really ink up this stamp good with your ink. You want to make sure it's covered well for this technique, and so I'm going to press this down. Now you could do this on any kind of color cardstock you would like. Now with this pigment ink, you have to give it time to dry. But what I'm going to do is take it and hit it with the heat gun if you don't want to wait, and set it aside. So let me do that and I'll be back. After you get this dry, you'll want to wash your stamp off, and then we'll do the next color. So I'm going to do this ombre color. If I can get into it. Alright, I think I'm going to turn it like this. And I'm just going to stamp this up very good because we want to make sure that we get a good coat on it. Alright, now when we go to stamp this, you don't have to line it up perfectly. And then you're going to just press down, and it gives that offset look, just gives it a little bit of offset to your stamp. So let me show you what this like if you do it with the sentiment. So we'll do the same thing with our sentiment. Alright, so I'm pulling out my Simon Says stamp. I like this one. It's called Thoughtful Messages. It has a lot of different stamps and sayings, and I'm going to do thanks. And that's all I'm going to use in here is just the word thanks. And I'm going to show that you can do the same effect even with your Misty. So you put your word thanks in here, and then you're going to ink it up again with your Hero Arts pigment white ink, or any white ink pigment that you have, but it needs to be a pigment ink. And we'll press that down. Oh, we got a good coverage of thanks. So let's clean our stamp and I'll be right back. Alright, I took the cardstock out of the Misty. I cleaned the stamp. I always run that pigment ink over with water off, and I'm just gonna slightly set this off, but this time instead of doing it over top because I don't want it to look strange, I'm just gonna put it down here at the bottom, and I might do 3 things. So I've changed up my mind what I want to do, but you can see how you can just quickly do this. I like this card because it's, you know, it's simple and sweet card. And I think I'm going to do the green thanks and the green thanks. So sorry for the video glitch, but I have my card done. I've put the green at the top and bottom. I really like how it's turned out. Let's see how we can enhance it. Sorry I could not show you all the steps on finishing this card, but I did cut a piece of green cardstock to go behind it to pull out the green in the card, and added a little bit of brown and white twine to just give it a little extra something. I think it turned out great, and I hope the recipient enjoys it because I enjoyed the gift that was received. I hope this inspires you to make your own shadow card. Thank you for stopping by, and join me again next time.